Hey everybody, this will probably be the final launch of the rocket sled for this season since it's kind of getting warm outside and I've got other projects to start. I've taken some advice from other people and drilled a ton of holes in the body. There's holes in these guys too. I've made an even amount of the same size holes on each side even though they're not symmetrical. And I'm actually surprised, it does lighten it a lot. Like this thing feels significantly lighter other than the back end where that metal rod is. Since it's the last launch, I'm going to go big. And first we're going to start with staging two D12s, a D12-0 to a D12-5. Next we're just going to do a E16 by itself, and then in this monstrosity of a rail guide, we're going to do a D12-0 into a E16. So hopefully this thing goes fast and is a little more exciting than last time. Let's see how she goes. So let's launch the D12. So two D12s staged went pretty much the exact same distance as one E12, which makes sense because I believe an E12 is exactly two D12s. My infield camera almost totally missed it because this thing was sliding, or the trajectory of this thing was going quite far to the right, and that is because the camera weight was enough to actually throw it off so that it would almost do a 90-degree turn over time. So I added this C-clamp, and that seems to be the perfect amount to counteract this. So I've now adjusted my camera, and let's see how some E16s go. 2, 1. Watching this thing launch several times, I'm noticing that once it gets going, it can go pretty good, and it'll actually glide quite far once the motor burns out. But it's actually getting going that is really hard for it. It seems like it has a lot of trouble just getting over that initial friction and moving. So I think once I stage D12 off of this E16, it's going to get going pretty good. 3, 2, 1. Pretty good. Using E16 as a second stage went really good with this thing. I think using the D12 to break the initial friction and then using that E16 to get this thing going was exactly what it needed. It went nice and straight, nice and fast. I still think there's some room for a bigger motor in this thing, get this thing going a little faster before it's out of hand. But that might have to wait for next year. If the weather works out, I may get another launch with this thing. But for now, I'm not going to promise it. I do have other rocket projects in the go, so stay tuned for those. But for now, this guy is going away. Thanks for watching, guys.